Your dealer exposes he loses
Oh
$47,703
God,
on his
no! She
truck.
did that to me.
I'm sorry, man. I have to
Dealer
do it to
loses
you because
another 50 grand.
another. Let me do the quick math on this.
48 grand.
Let me do my math. So 130. So from what was that? 2021. Let me do the math. Go back to the high number. It was 130. What was the highest? I did 135.
135, 324.
324 minus
87, 621.
87, 621. So in a year and some change, it took a 47,703 dip.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Mother Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. We're here today. We got a great guest. We got my buddy Robert from TruckMiser. How you doing today, sir?
Doing wonderful. Thank you, Alex. How about you, brother?
We always like to have experts on the show. So we have my man Robert, who travels all of America, always looking for equipment because he is a dealer and he just tries to build good relationships. My man here for his dealership does have a YouTube channel. So just want to show you some love. Through all the trucks that you bought and sell, we're going to use this as an example today. And, everybody knows that the market has been crazy and then it kind of slumped. So for everybody that has been asking me, how much has trucks slumped from last year to this year? We're actually going to break it down analytically. So let's use one of the trucks that you're selling right now. Which one you want to use as an example?
So this is our one and only truck right now, Alex, with selling at one truck at a time, putting out there saying, look, you know what? Here is the general market. We want to see a good buyer for this. And
I got you. I got you. So, okay, we're going to use this one an example right here. Let me read up. Let me see the specs on this. Okay, so this is what, 2019, and it's got about 351,000 miles, right? So
correct.
Let's look at this truck right here that you're selling right now, and let's look at the price from last year to this year so that people kind of know where truck prices are, on average. So let's use that. So
So we're using this graph, this 19680 here. You can see it was 818. We got a record, correct? 818. I mean, this truck was trending value market. We're gonna go by, well, market value was sitting there at the 130. And as you can see, the depreciation route has a little slope, right? Getting it from 130 on down there to $190,000 territory. Especially the pandemic ordealio, you're really not seeing too much of a dip. We did experience quite a bit of a dip in that era, but if you look, what I really took notice to was right after, I don't know, that the end of 20 is when we started seeing some serious activity, and from that, the next 2 years, it just went through the roof. I mean, we were all just moving as fast as it could possibly go, right? I mean, all boots were on the ground, all hands on deck. We saw these numbers climb to where this truck, I mean, consideration of being 2 to 3 years old with a couple 100,000 miles, was climbing up and above what it even was manufactured and sold.
Can you click that cursor for me, Robert, so people can see it on the board?
Let's see. Yeah. We're seeing, like, right here, market value is 132. I mean, let's see, the top dog, 135 market values, which Alex, I saw them getting up there, like Cascadias were climbing up into almost $200,000 territory now, went back in this era with, a couple 100,000 miles. So,
wow.
Then from April, where I really kind of felt it in July, which this is about right here, and we're seeing this trend, and this whole thing comes down to the bottom in December. And these are future data reports that of consideration of, all the market trend analysis have been, I don't know, they've went through quite a bit of research, and I've found them to be quite accurate over the past couple of years. I'm not saying perfect, but
Right.
if you look at this D grade, let's see, 130, 135 top and four, and then we got 135 to 108, and then so 4 more months, right? And then let's see, what was that? 105, 105,
Mhm.
and then down here into December, 105 goes down into 87, which I mean basically 20%, 20, 25%.
Mm.
And so I I seen, or my thought was 30%. The valuations on this particular truck is showing pretty close to that, and it could have been as much as I mean, a lot of different trucks that aren't considered desirable. I mean, fell off the face, right? 45, 50% hits, and so
So would you say key that trucks right now, whatever the price was back in 2021, would you say
yeah,
that
early
we
21.
yep that there's taken about a 20% depreciation?
Yeah, I would say that we're right on track with that that year again. I mean, we're coming back in to a to an era, of course, unseen. I mean, we've got a whole lot of news that just consistently has one aspect of what's going to be happening. That then the government's coming in to save the day with the deflation act or whatever, right? And I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
you know, really, I think it's everybody's just uh, in shock. I mean, as to,
No, I hear you.
but I definitely believe though that we got past Christmas. We're here in January. We're ready to rock and roll. And I mean, if anything, I know we don't ever stop. I mean, this country keeps on moving. We're going to move some product.
2019, 2020 or 21, this very truck, which is a 2019 KW with 351,000 miles on it, would go for about 130, maybe 140. Is that right?
I'd say that's right on target. Yes.
And now we're talking just a couple years later, it's depreciated now to about, anywhere between 87 to 90 something, maybe you were saying. I looked from the graph.
That's what we're showing here on this trend. I mean, I've experienced very similar to this
Mm-hmm.
on multiple different units. But so
So let's do the
I
math
mean,
on
this
this.
really shows quite about what the economy's done. Everything we've seen in truck sales has been very, very, very close to what your transportation movement has been.
So if on the high end, this truck you were able to get, if you would have sold it back in 2000 and 2021, you would have got 140. And just say your sell price on this truck, because what you got it at 91,000, is that right? 91, 92,000.
Alex, look, man, I just started asking, saying, hey, look, meet us at market value on a truck that we find for customers. We go through and make sure that it's properly represented and market trend values that are coming up. I believe is what we need to stay at, whether or not we make profit or loss. Market value from these trends, I feel are accurate numbers to represent
Well, if
a
you're
good
looking at
trend.
market value, 140 minus 140 minus 91, the depreciation was $49,000 in the last 2 years.
Well, it would be three, right? But I mean, those
Oh,
are
50.
not
Yep, yep.
unnatural. I mean, really, overall, owning a truck, I would think it's very common to have at least $1,000 consideration a month for depreciation. You
Wow.
couldn't touch an RV, buy an RV, and see what type of depreciation you get from having owned that sucker. And these trucks, at least at least we're going to make an income.
Hey,
You know,
honestly,
so-
I appreciate you. There's no other dealer that would be as honest as you are by showing numbers and, you know what I mean, and showing just graphs of what that looks like. And so, it is what it is, but it's just one of those things where I appreciate you so people can see, look, 20 to 25% depreciation from what it was last year to this year. You know what I mean? Oh,
I mean, how do you account for such things, you know? But
I know it is. Hey, it is what it is. And thank you for being transparent. Hey, all you mother truckers out there, if you have an opportunity to ever want to buy anything, this is just the friend. Robert's a great man. He's showing you actually market trends of what he's trying to get things for and what he's selling things for. And he's just trying to, sell it at a fair market value deal, So those are the numbers, and that's awesome. So at the end of the day, no, I appreciate you so much, brother, for this. And, thank you for showing people.
hey, it shows this sucker goes up in value come to April.
Let me see.
There we go, 87.5.
So when does it go back up?
I go. So it's going where we at here. Yeah, look, right there, 87.6. 88, 88,490. That's March. 88,490 March. So it's gonna. So according to what this trend is showing here, we should see some type of upswing here for the next couple months, which historically, man, is accurate. January is always going to be the sleeping month, and then come right before spring, everybody's looking to get a truck to get ready, right? And so,
Right.
I mean, I guess that's what that's taking account for. And then
that's perfect.
And then come summertime, we always see something. So this is all showing to be quite
But you know what I'm going to use as my title for my video, so people watch this. Your dealer exposes he loses $47,703.
Oh God, no! Don't you do that to me.
I'm sorry, man. I have to do it to you.
Another 50 grand.
Another.